She's a comedian, author, and storyteller who believes laughter can be the best medicine. Carolanne has turned personal tragedy into a mission to bring hope and humor to others. And she's joining us today ahead of her upcoming show at the Tampa Funny Bone. So welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so you're performing tonight.
Yes.
At Funny Bone.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about you and how you got into comedy.
Oh, you know, well, I was born funny, and I always wanted to be a comedian. My entire I loved watching Carol Burnett and Gilda Radner on SNL, and these women were just being so silly and goofy. I always used to feel a little bit less odd watching them be themselves in such a silly way. But you know, I grew up, become a mom, and was just kind of living that mom life, and it was actually probably the worst experience of my life that sort of set my heart on fire to do what I felt like God put me on this earth to do, and that was to bring people joy through laughter. Because in our family, laughter was always the thing that was a bridge between grief and hope. And so I just really want to be a source of that for others if I can.
Yeah, and your family had a tragedy.
Yes.
Didn't it?
Which, you know, so many families do, and I think that's something everyone has in common is everyone has grieved someone at some point. But my 7-year-old niece was diagnosed with childhood cancer, and she passed away after about 15 months of fighting really hard. And you know, that sort of watching her go through that sort of put this fire in my spirit to do what I'm supposed to do with my life, because you just don't know how short it's going to be. And the one thing that I could do to ever help her throughout the process was just to make her laugh. And so I just feel like laughter is necessary. And I feel very blessed to have an opportunity to do that, to be that for somebody.
Of course, and so you make people laugh, obviously during your shows, but you also have a couple of books.
I do.
Okay, and I want to talk about your most, this one right here. This was your first book.
That's the first book.
Okay, and it is called Oddly Enough.
Yes.
What will we find in this book?
So both of the books are a mixture of faith and humor. This one's a little bit more, I feel like it's more serious. Everyone says it's funny. I was trying to be serious.
But you can't help it because you were born funny.
Yeah, I just can't help it, you know, but it's a little bit more about my life and growing up and the parallels between different things that you struggle through. We struggled all through my childhood, and this set, the comedy set, sort of parallels that as well. So I mean, we're talking about everything. It's very relatable. It's very much life, and so you're going to have moments where you feel like your heart's been touched, and you're going to have moments where you're just dying laughing, and it's just super silly. And both the books are like that as well. The other book, She Laughs, is completely about the importance of humor and why it's such a gift from God.
Okay, so your second book is there. It is right there. She Laughs, and you were saying that it's sold out. Can we get it anywhere?
You can get it on Amazon. I will not have any at the shows because I am out officially, but yes, you can get it off Amazon.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about the show and what we'll see tonight. Is it a typical, you know, comedy show? But you said it maybe brings a little bit more to it.
So this is the 5th tour that I've headlined, and I've done everything from obviously motherhood, and we talk about marriage and embarrassing moments. But this set that I'm working on right now is a little bit more purposeful, and so I'm incorporating a lot more of faith, my faith aspect into it, and the purpose of it is for you to laugh, yes, but also for you to feel very seen and very loved when you leave, and so I hope that that's what everyone walks out with, is sore face cheeks.
Yeah, you want everyone laughing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So how long does it take you to kind of write a set? Are you working on it as you go? Are you in your room kind of jotting it down? I always wonder how comedians come up with their material.
Well, I'm very weird. So my very first show of my life, I headlined Zanies in Nashville and did 60 minutes, first show ever.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't take a single note. I just kind of go out there and would just talk, just share stories. I'm just telling funny stories. Yeah. And then over time, you sort of craft it into a set, you know. But I also, I was put on the map doing viral videos. And so a lot of the material that I do comes from, I practice just by telling it to my camera, to my phone.
I know, I listened to some of your videos and they are hilarious. So how can people follow you?
Well, I'm old and set in my ways, and Facebook's still my main jam.
Facebook, I love it. She's a Facebook girl.
I am, but I mean, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Carolanne Miljavac. I should pop right up.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, and your show tonight, you have one set or two?
I have one set tonight in Tampa, and then I'm moving on to Boca for the rest of the weekend. So.
Okay, so tonight at Funny Bone.
Yes.
Right. Okay, tell me your website one more time.
CarolanneComedy.com.
Okay, there it is right there.
Yes.
Perfect. Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.